How would you like to enhance your mental game with this one simple technique? You play better when you're positive, when you're happy, when you're enjoying what you're doing on the ice, but positive thinking isn't always easy to come by. And so what I want to do today is give you guys one simple, surefire way that allows you to feel positive and to feel happy before you have to hit the ice or perform. And that is through gratitude. You've probably seen all the self-help memes, the videos, the reels on Instagram that tell you to be grateful and to feel grateful for the things you have. You've probably heard it so much that now it's just noise in one ear and out the other, and you're not really able to focus, or you haven't been able to set time aside to focus on those things that you're grateful for. And more importantly, you haven't really understood or figured out why it's important to do this. The purpose of practicing gratefulness or counting your blessings is for you to direct your attention, direct your mindset to these things that make you happy, these things that you already have within your grasp. So often we are looking at all the things we don't have. We're looking at the things that we want. We're looking at the things that we think we need, the things that we don't have yet or that we haven't been able to accomplish yet. And we're looking at these things in such a way that sometimes we start to feel like, I'll never have that thing, or I really, really want that, but I don't know how I'm going to make that happen. Or I really want to make that AAA team, but I just can't. It isn't possible. It's outside of my reach. We do this so often that we stop remembering to look at the things that we already have. Now, the point of looking at the things that we already have is for us to develop those thoughts and emotions that surround gratefulness. The thoughts and emotions, of course, that surround gratefulness are joy, happiness, thoughtfulness, thankfulness, love. All of these emotions are good, healthy emotions to have. By looking at the things that we already have in our life, the things that we can be grateful for, we bring more of those emotions to ourselves. It all comes from the law of attraction or the law of suggestion. Think about this. If I told you to not think about a red car, don't think about a red car at all. No shade of red, no color red. Don't think about a red car. What are you doing in your mind right now? Well, immediately when I said red car, you're picturing that red car. Practicing gratefulness falls along the same lines as that example. When you think about the things you're grateful of, your family, being able to play your sport, being happy, the enjoyment of being on the ice or on the field, you think about those things, you think about how grateful you are for them, you attract more of those good feelings to your mind. Just like not thinking about a red car, and that was the first thing you did, by thinking about these things that you already have, you can feel happy, you can feel grateful, and you're gonna bring more of those situations, more of those things to yourself. If you really wanna make that AAA or that travel team, instead of thinking about how you don't have it yet and how it's such a difficult stepping stone for you to get to, think about how grateful you are to be on the team that you currently have. Think about how grateful you are to be able to hit the ice 3-4 times a week with those friends, with that team, with those coaches. Whether you like them or not, you should be grateful for the opportunity to be on the ice, to be able to play your sport. By being grateful for the level that you're at right now, you bring all of those great feelings of enjoyment and joy to yourself, and then you can funnel that energy into trying out for that AAA hockey team. It's when you aren't grateful for what you have right now, you aren't grateful for the opportunity to play, you aren't grateful for the level that you're at right now, that's when you will not make that next step. You will not make that AAA team because you can't be happy, you can't be grateful and accept where you're at right now. It's important for us to have goals and aspirations and have things that we want to accomplish in our lives or in our sports career, but it's equally important to be grateful for the areas and the place that we are right now in the present. If we're constantly looking forward and we're looking at all those things that we want, those things we want to accomplish or that we want to have, we are never satisfied, we're never happy in the present moment. And of course, when we're not happy and we're not present, then we're not able to have that positive attitude and that positive thinking on the ice, which of course allows us to play our very best game. Practicing gratefulness has a snowball effect. When you start doing this and you start looking at the blessings in your life, your family, your loved ones, your friends, your animals, your cats, your pets, whatever it may be, when you start being grateful and you start feeling blessed for those things you have, you will start to snowball and see all of these other things that you have that you can be grateful for, that you can be happy about. Then it goes down to the minor things, the Xboxes, the TVs, the earbuds, the things that we have that we don't necessarily need. You start to realize just how many things that you have in this life that many people don't. You recognize the opportunities that you have in this life that many athletes don't have. You recognize the education, the ability, the opportunity to have the education you have that many people in this world aren't able to receive. And when you can be grateful for all those things, when you can see your life as a blessing, you will bring more of those amazing things to yourself. And if that is making that AAA team, or it's going to the college that you want, or being able to play your sport at a high level, or being able to impact hundreds and millions of goalies or athletes everywhere, then that's what you're going to bring and that's what you're going to attract to yourself. Start by practicing gratefulness easily. Think of one thing every single night that you're grateful for. It could be hockey, sports related, family related, whatever it might be. Think about one thing that you are grateful for and write that thing down. If you think you can do more, which I know we all can, write down more. But if this is more difficult for you, if it's hard to get into that mindset, think about one thing that you can be grateful for, a different thing every single night. If that comes easy to you, then start practicing this throughout the day. When things get tough, when you're stressed, when you're anxious, think about that one thing. Think about those two things that you can be really happy about that you already have. And you will start to recognize how your life's one big blessing and how you're able to attract more of those blessings into your life to have that life that you ultimately want as you grow and you get older and you start achieving those goals that you set for yourself. If you're watching this video, then I am extremely grateful for you, but more importantly, I believe in you. I believe that you can hit those goals that you set for yourself, and it starts with being grateful for what you already have. If this video introduced you to a new way of thinking that you hadn't thought about before, go ahead and smash that like button, guys. I really appreciate it. I am grateful for it. And of course, if you want more mental goalie training, go ahead and click the link down below in the description. That takes you over to my Mindset Academy, where there's over 23 hours of online mental skills training. And a bonus part of all that training is we speak live on Zoom every single Sunday. Go ahead and check that out if you'd like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.